the downside to not having a third device that can actually play. Why can't that box go away? There we go. That can actually play correctly, like that. That's a bit silly. Right, I have no idea if that's working now or not, or if I would need to actually refresh. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay, it's there. Oh, that was annoying. Right, let's see if this is in sync. Okay, so that sounds like it's too far ahead. Hello, Dwayne. I don't know if you were here for most of that, but I was just having a bit of an issue setting up stream just then. So yeah, but we should be all right now. It's this one. Oh no, it's not. What is it? This one. Huh? I'll try 600. Right, how's this doing then? Just setting the sync and then we'll get into it. Right. That's quite close, but it doesn't seem... It's very, very slightly behind. Ever so slightly. I will do 100 in difference. 50. 500. There we are. That should be fine. Right. That's fine. Right, cool. Let's get started here then. Oh! Oops. Where's that gone? There we are. It's not really. I'm kind of technically overcomplicating it. There you go. So I did carry on playing for like an hour after I finished streaming yesterday. If you care enough to know. And I improved my flat time, which I guess is pretty cool. But other than that, nothing else really. I'll switch my tablet to chat only, because otherwise it's going to run down on battery just by playing back my stream to me. And my stream doesn't need to be played back to me. I just need to see the chat and read it. So yeah. If you don't know already, Dwayne, I recently had to change my setup so that I'm streaming from my Mac, which isn't something I'd usually do, but as my laptop has just got slower to the point where it's become harder to use than a slightly more complicated setup on my Mac, I've swapped over to using it, and it probably will be my permanent streaming solution for now, just because, you know, it's just been increasingly becoming a pain with the oh, I have to keep that connected, don't I? It's just increasingly become a pain with the laptop as it's gotten older. But oh well. What can you do? So yeah, I downloaded this, I believe. Blaze still has not uploaded his Ghost, which I'm kind of pissed about. Because I wanted to see it, but whatever. I'm going to take a look at the cart times, actually. I want to see what those are. I believe Emil had a cart time, but I don't know what he got last time I checked. Also, I don't know if you can hear the music well or not at all. It might be quite quiet with this. Oh. I am still playing MC3. That is basically all I'm going to be doing, to be really honest. I'm not going to be playing anything else. Then this is kind of just screwed up somehow. Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait a bit longer. Or I might have to restart the channel because it's being like, lol. Right at me. The music is actually perfect. It's not too loud or too quiet. Okay then. I know this music's gonna be... It's louder than the Wii menu, but it's quieter than the actual game sound is going to be. Okay, that's exactly the same as it used to be on here. You got Lord Nate, then Emil, then Bob. I was just curious because I know Emil played it again, played the track in general again recently. I thought he might have probably would have done this again, but it looks like he's not, which is interesting. I'll check the flap times. Flap. I believe I got 2.9 something. 24.293, I want to say. I'm not too sure where that ranks up on the leaderboard, per se. I didn't even take note of where my 0.4 was. The last one I checked was like 24.9. That was ages ago. Seems pretty slow today. This is just the only other thing I'm gonna check, and I'll probably play Emil's Ghost on stream, maybe, and then I'll jump into actually playing the track. 7 people have subbed. It's the same as last time, if I remember correctly. Oh, there you go. 292. I'm not too far off Anthony's time. Anthony was a friend of mine. Arrow's done it too. Pretty interesting. I beat Lucas. I don't know if that's Lucas. Oh yeah, that would have to be it. I mean, I don't know if it's his overall flap, but it might just be like a mistake he made. So he just shroomed up. Interesting. I wonder how difficult it is to get a 23. I don't know for certain, but the 0.2 that I got was actually pretty clean. Everything else I got before that was pretty messy. That's the first one that's actually relatively clean. Had probably one of my better endings that I could manage. Right, let's take my clothes off, ready. And then we'll be ready to dive on into this crap. And that needs to go away. I think that's actually... There's this little purple bar on the screen that asks me about ads. Having personalised ads or something. And it keeps turning up all the time on this new tablet. and I can't be bothered to set it up. So it turns up and it just covers like the bottom of the screen. I'm actually going to do a comparison probably with Vincent, because I've seen Emil's Ghost already so, many times. I'll probably just compare him with Vincent. I'm happy he actually used his proper me rather than the Wally one that I think his clan use. The Daisy Kids. And Russo. I haven't seen Russo even make a joke me before. I don't like that triple mini turbo, but it works. Although, oddly enough, it looked exactly the same as Vincent's there, which is pretty interesting. He drifts a little bit earlier, which loses him a bit of time, but that tight a turn causes him to have more control over the angle that he got. And so yeah, there you go. So that earlier turn allowed him to get tighter in there and I think have a better alignment. I don't know. After I watched this, I did actually try my best to replicate it. The biggest loss at times for him, other than, I mean, I guess that's my minor area at the beginning of the triple, is the shroom. He seems to back off a bit right at the end for some reason, which I would assume actually loses him time here. So there you go, that triple was actually about the same as Vincent's. So it's about the same, better, same. He has really good endings though, like his alignments into the last turn amazes me, to be fair. I don't really get how they work. And his driving style just doesn't seem to suit this track, but yet he is up there. It just looks different watching him in comparison to anything else, in my opinion. Everyone else just has some sort of fluency to them. But oh well. Good job to him, honestly. That's very respectable, I would say. Still keeping to Tyler as my one to play against. This is probably not going to be nearly as long of a stream as it was yesterday. Just heads up, I am starting a bit late. Yesterday's stream ran over my dinner time, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Do-do-do-do-do. Hi, Ammon. How are you doing? I'm okay. There might be a question mark at the end of that, but otherwise okay. Literally just started on this. Don't know if you've been keeping up with the leaderboards recently, but someone got third recently on this track, worldwide. Saying it like that makes it sound like I'm saying it's me. It's not me, but it was someone who I wasn't expecting to even break the top 10, so I was very surprised that they've done as well. Yes, that's exactly correct. Did he stream it at all? It surprised the hell out of me. His triple mini turbo looks like crap, but it works really well. Just watched the run on stream now before I started actually. His endings are really good as well. Oh, you saw it on his YouTube. I guess that means he's probably done then. If he uploads it to his YouTube, then it probably means that he's gone as far as he wants to. And I kind of feel as if he was trying to beat Tyler for a long period of time. Personally. I don't know how long, but you know. I remember there was once a time when my PB surpassed his. Don't think that's going to happen again unless I get really lucky or develop really good consistency. So my driving might pass as being good enough for worldwide tops, considering I can keep up with this ghost alright during lap 1, but then that's the thing. I can pretty much only sustain that level of driving after lap 1, and if I'm able to pull a good lap 1 out of it, it basically means that the rest of the run is non-existent because of nerves. And if a sort of good lap 1 comes out of it, and I do happen to drive pretty well, the rest of the laps probably pale in comparison. Although that's not the case in my PB, but alas, I would not say that my lap 1 in my PB is actually that good. I think lap 2 is probably the best, both driving wise and split wise. Yes. Anyways, nice to hear that you're doing well, Amin. And I don't know if you've been attempting to do any more streams or whatnot yet. It feels like I literally, any time you ever stream is only on Thursday. I don't know if you stream during any other day of the week at all, but that's literally like the only day I can recall that I've ever seen you stream before, I think. It's Thursday. I might be wrong. I might just be mixing Thursday up with Sunday. You know, typical way the world works. But I assume you play a lot more online these days, if you do anything with this game. I'm not gonna play this track again. Or Sunday. Probably Sunday. It's one of the days where I'm here alone. Weekends aren't very significant to me anymore. Only biggest significance is that Saturday and Sunday are days that are kind of paired with each other where I'm not really doing anything. Monday, Wednesday and Friday are all really busy days. Friday being the absolute busiest. I leave home at about 8 in the morning and I get back at 9:45 at night. Busy Friday, very busy. And last Friday I actually came back and then decided to write a song and stayed up till 3 AM writing a song. And that's when I had my dinner after I wrote the song. Personally don't like the song, but everyone else I've said it sounds pretty good. So, you know. That's my second best time. Pretty decent. And I finally got a time that's less than 0.1 behind my PB. Not too shabby. How long have we been streaming for? 19 minutes 50. That's not bad. I'll upload that for people. No, perhaps I might PB on stream today. Who knows? We'll see. Don't bet on it. Don't bet on it. I would play MC3, but I don't know how to improve. Kind of become unmotivated after a 10 cut. Point 1 cut. I mean, there you go. My 0.6 is technically a 0.5 fail. If you look at how bad lap 1 was for me. Considering that in my PB beforehand I got a low 0.2. Then my PB is technically a 0.5 fail. My PB should not exist. I sat down for like 20 minutes. Basically almost like this. I sat down for like 20 minutes and just played. And I drove a run. And it was that 608 that I got. And I was like, what? What the fuck? It's really weird. I haven't stayed up that long. I haven't stayed up that long in a very long time. Yeah. I mean, it was how long I stayed up for intentionally. But I wasn't going to go to sleep if I did not literally get that song done there and then. Like, it was something that I felt the need to do more than anything I can describe. It's like wanting to take a shit in the middle of the night. In which, if you're me, you just shit the bed. But, you know, with a song, it's not that it's far more important, you know? You can always change your sheets, but you can't get back an idea. Inspirational words from whatever my name is again. Anyways, let's continue. It's also nice that I finally abolished the last 0.8 off my leaderboard, I believe. I think. I don't actually remember what my leaderboard is. 608, 705. No. I got rid of the 792. I like the 792 as a run. That's the first 0.7 I got, which wasn't a PB. Well, good start. Very good start. And also, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to me to look at your current PB again, I'll be more than happy to. A 0.1 improvement, honestly, is quite a lot for this track, as I would know, as I jumped from 716 here to 608. But that is also a very big sign that you shouldn't be done yet. It's a big sign that if you can cut that much out of your own time, it means that you have a lot more in the bag. Because when you're pushed to the point where you can't really play the track that much anymore after giving it a proper grind, which of course does take motivation, but when you get to that point and improvements are very futile, if any, then that's the place where you have done your best, I would say. Like, I know I could, if I was optimal enough, I could probably drive a 0.3 on this track. I don't think I will, but, you know, that's probably the best I could ever do. I know I've done a 0.2 on Dolphin with save states. It took me like a week to do. And I have done, and my best splits give me like, I think, a low 4. I haven't checked them for a while. Still have yet to get a 0.0 lap 2 or 3 and a 0.1 lap 1. I've got pretty close. I got 26.224 I think yesterday, which is 2 milliseconds off my best. But I have to keep it really close to Tyler, and if I ever stay close enough to get a 0.1 to him after the shroom, I always fuck it up on the last turn. Always. Hello, Wilf. Thank you very much. I literally, just before you came in, set 7:05. And that was, I think, about 10 minutes into session, so we're off to a good start. But thank you for the luck. I have not seen your 660. No. Unless that's your, like, PB that you got me to look at beforehand. I mean, I personally thought you had a 0.4, if I have to be completely honest. Thank you, Will. Also, how does the stream look? I'm using my Mac because my laptop doesn't work very well anymore. So yeah, that was a 670, the one before. Oh, okay. 670. I'm pretty sure I gave you feedback on that. So you didn't improve by 0.1, you improved by 0.01. But how long did that take you? If it only took like 5 minutes and it was like your first attempt, then... Ha. But, you know. I doubt that. I mean... Took like 30. So that's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. I wasted almost a whole day playing this track a long time ago. Can't do that stuff anymore without properly injuring myself, of course, but you know. I would say 30 is probably like the round smallest grind that you could do. I wouldn't call this a grind actually at the moment. I'd say this is more like a warm-up session. I tried delay drifting. It doesn't do the trick. Delay drifting where, though? Because there are areas of delay drifting. Where delay drifting on this track would cost you a bit of time. So don't just go about delay drifting every turn. Like this one. That's just a straight direct drift. This one is a straight direct drift. This one's delayed. This one's delayed, although I didn't do it delayed. I delay this one personally, but that's the one with the spin drifts. It takes practice. I mean, if you want to try and optimize your driving here a little bit more, I do recommend actually picking it up with Funky Kong Flame Runner. A lot of people who just play this track with Mopbike are quite skeptical about it at first, but it does help. Because you have to be a lot more precise with everything that's going on and understand the way that you take the turns as well, which do apply to Mopbike, just of course differently, as it's a different vehicle. And because it's generally slower, it's a bit easier to get down what you actually have to do. Which is why it was so easy for me to PB when I returned to Mopbike on this track. I spent like, I think it was 2 days. I returned after a 3-month, wait, was it 3 months? I think it was a 2-month hiatus. Oh, Shadow, hello. I fixed the chat. So your messages should no longer go off on the side, and that should have just... You were just touching the border a little bit, but you should now have your messages all on screen. Should. You can correct me if I'm wrong by writing a thing. Essay, but you know, it should be fixed. Should be fixed. How are you doing otherwise though, my friend? And I think, what did you say there? I'm doing okay. I set a 118.705, like within 10 minutes, so we're doing really good with this so far, and I would say I'm pretty much only just warming up. And I was talking quite confidently throughout that attempt as well. Yeah, on screen chat. There you go. Not many people are talking to see it, which is fine. Bad angle. Shadow hasn't said anything now, so I assume he's writing an essay just to test out if my thing's done. At very most, it will cut off the top, so that it doesn't overlap the gameplay, of course, but that would make sense. I kind of need to change the layout, but I've kind of stuck with this layout simply because Bradley slaved away for like an hour making it for me, with me pestering him over Skype on exactly what I wanted. And I genuinely feel bad if I change or not use it sometimes. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. I paused in a mid-run, so this is now a tool-assisted run, okay? I died anyways. Today I had a very important call with my buddy Seam. He's having trouble setting up a certain game for the N64, PlayStation, Dreamcast, and PC. Ooh, fancy. Is a webcam meant to be on the bottom left? No. A picture is meant to be on the bottom left, and it's not there for some reason. Let me try and fix that. The bottom left screen, when I originally made this layout, was actually supposed to have a what can you call it on it? Bottom screen. Bottom screen of the 3DS was supposed to go in there. Which one was it? Webcam usually goes in the top left, and I occasionally use it, but not really. I don't like how I look, so you know, it makes no sense for me to use it. Ah, which one is it? Oh, this is annoying. Right. I do have a 3DS capture card. It's actually right on my desk. It's out of battery though. The exact same thing happened. Well, not the exact same thing happened. The premise of the reason as to why I don't really stream 3DS games anymore primarily is because whenever I did Mario Kart 7, people would come along and troll because it's so easy to join the community. And you have literally no control over whether they join or not in there. And it made it very unfair for everybody, and especially me. And then there was one dick who came along and actually recorded him purposefully trolling me, and recorded his perspective and uploaded it to his YouTube channel. And it had the tournament FC and everything in there. And yeah, a lot of his friends who were also hackers just got hold of it, and they would come back to my YouTube channel and say, "Lol, I'm gonna hack on your tournament when you next stream." And so I was just like, "Okay, I won't stream then." I won't stream Mario Kart 7. That's kind of the main premise of it. There's also the fact that the online on that game is really disappointing. Just in general, it's really disappointing aspect of the game. Do you still use your 3DS? Because I got a 2DS recently. I do, from time to time, and it's mainly to do with Mii's these days. This happened in Mario Kart Wii as well. Hackers come in and ruin the game for the other players. But then again, you have Wiimmfi now, and Wiimmfi is very, very high maintenance. So there you go. And hello, Wombolo. Welcome to this stream again. Currently trying to fix the picture in the bottom because why the hell is it doing that shit to me? Sorry. Trying to fix the picture in the bottom, but I forgot. I don't know why it's not working. There it is. 26. It just didn't work for some reason. There we go. There we go. All sorted. That's what's supposed to be in the bottom. Usually I just use it as a... It was the Team 863 logo, but after Anthony left, I just started putting random images in there. Your title matches the mood now. What, the mood of everything in general? Here we go again. How does that match the mood? I thought if the title were to match the mood, it would be something more like, oh, for fuck's sake. My friend Scene has been working to do Shadow Man for the PC, but thanks to me, he might try the N64 version of that game. Interesting. Are you annoyed that the image didn't work? Well then, there you go. It'd be a more suitable title would be "Oh, for fuck's sake." I don't know why it wasn't there to begin with, but it's there now. And now you could admire Jacob and Jordan's pretty faces and my shit one. And now I have to get back into the swing of this. The rest of the stream would probably merely be restart boosts. Well, not that time. That was a restart pipe. It's a restart shroom. Probably. I don't mind that individual shit. I'd have to have really good laps 2 and 3. I've never actually tried Emogi before. Kind of seems like a war, but it's like the shorthand of a war, isn't it? Nothing else I find fun. Worldwides are dead. Worldwides are boring now, honestly. Like since I got CTGP on my Wii U, and then I started playing Custom Trap Worldwides, every time I play regular Worldwides, it's just so boring. Like, it's really common for you to just play the same tracks over and over again, and I don't like that, personally. You sometimes get the same in CT Worldwides, if the room is small enough, I'd say. And you kind of, in order to find a good CT Worldwide, you have to kind of rely on the timing for schools and everything. And not everyone's always good. I think the Americans get probably the better timings for that sort of thing. FFA 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, or 6v6. Oh, okay. Well, those sort of rooms existed on WFC, because I remember there were like all these sort of FFAs and 2v2s that Bradley would sign up to on Mario Kart forums. And as a matter of fact, I used to host friend rooms, which people like Bradley, Czech, and Anthony would use as practice for those things. Like when they cared about that sort of thing, of course. Never gave it a go myself. Yeah, they don't have to be forums anymore, just 12 people can line up and the teams are randomised. Interesting. Part of me wants to get the Splatoon 2 version of the Switch Pro Controller. I don't know why. I've not seen it, honestly. I assume it's quite similar to the Smash Brothers Ultimate one, where it's just got some cool looking splatting effect on the front of the artwork and what Midu does. I don't have a Pro Controller at all still, Shadow. I mean, you're probably going to be one of those people that says, dude, you're totally missing out having a Pro Controller. Everyone, like, Josh has said that now. Bradley's saying that. I think Neil has said that to me. And I don't know if, Jacob has one or not. I don't think he does. But if he did, he'll be saying it too. It is a very comfortable controller though. My cousin let me use his back when he trusted me with it. And it is a very comfortable controller, I do need to say. It's a pity that you can't get it to work on, well, at least not get it to work officially on the Wii or Wii U. You can get it to work with a specific connector. But, Maniac has a third-party wireless controller on his Switch. On his, Wii. With the Wii, I didn't know about that. With the Switch, I believe I did, but he didn't bring it with him when he met me. That hairpin killed it. Switch. He was streaming Fortnite with Bradley. Okay. I think Josh, Nil, Bradley and Wright. Josh, Nil, Bradley and Wright. Josh, Nil and Bradley are right. You are missing out on the Switch Pro Controller. You should get one, at least for Splatoon 2 or Breath of the Wild. I mean, it'll most likely be for Mario Kart 8 for me. I don't embellish the world of Splatoon. And I don't know why I haven't got Breath of the Wild. It does actually look relatively enticing in the fact that it's kind of more like a free roam game, which is actually my favourite type of game, I guess. If you consider Go Vacation, minus all the activities and stuff, you can just explore a map of the area. And I used to play Minecraft, and I love that game. Loved that game. I need to return to that one day. Don't know when, but one day the right time will happen, and I will go back to it. I've never played Zelda in general or Splatoon. I pre-ordered Spirit Tracks on the DS. And got that when that released. And then I couldn't get past sneaking Zelda out of the castle or something on like day one and just gave up. And I remember telling my friend this in secondary school, my Zelda fanatic friend, who just laughed at me when I told him. Except for the second mini turbo there, that triple mini turbo was amazing. Can we get a good shroom? Okay. Can we get a good ending? Fuck no! The thing is, Splatoon and certain shrines in Breath of the Wild use motion controls. They require either a Pro Controller or both Joy-Cons connected and paired. Interesting. So you wouldn't be able to do it with like a single Joy-Con or anything else. It has to be with those controllers. Is that because of the way that the buttons work on the controllers, I assume? Like there's not enough in a single Joy-Con hold? I mean, as long as it's not a Pro Controller requirement, and you can comfortably use the, comfortably switch and use both Joy-Cons in a pair, then that sounds like it'd be okay. Enough, at least. Da 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 da. Zelda is meant to be a single player game. I believe so. I've never seen or heard of a Zelda game being multiplayer. But again, that would actually make it more, I think, more like just a type of game that you would sit down and play in your own free time. With the Switch's handheld durability, I think that sort of thing is sort of perfect, actually. Like, you know, it's kind of the same as this. Considering that I'm going into time trials and just playing this, it takes the multiplayer aspect out of it. This is something that I just do on. Okay, that's a good shroom misalignment. Bad ending though. Oh, just drift the other direction. Thank you. Was it? Yeah. Just time trialing to this game removes the multiplayer aspect of it pretty much entirely, unless you sit here with someone and play on the same controller, or swap controllers or something silly like that during a race. the aspect that the game's actually built to be like that, and the fact that the Switch is handheld just makes it really ideal. I'm pretty sure there was actually, on my train last Friday, there was a girl sat in front of me who was playing Breath of the Wild and then Captain Toad's Treasure Tour, or whatever it's called, just on her Switch. On the train. And I've played my Switch on the train before as well. In fact, I've time trialed Mario Kart 8 that way. Certain Zelda games allow multiplayer by linking additional systems together, originally with the Game Link cables. Very interesting. I remember the Game Link cables. Never used them myself, because I never actually had a Game Boy or anything. But I remember people using them. Oh, lost it. Fuck! Since the Switch uses motion controls in general, people have been spreading rumours that Skyward Sword should get a remake. I actually have debated getting and playing through Skyward Sword on the Wii. And it's not just because of the golden Wii remote that you can get with it. It's also because I've heard that it's actually a pretty good game. Maybe one day. Maybe when I'm finally completed this game to what I would like to have completed it to. The standard I would have liked to complete it to. But with this track specifically, that's just a never-ending cycle for me, isn't it? I get somewhere, I'm like, fuck. And then I continue. That wasn't the same reason as to why I'm still grinding this after the UK top. The UK top was a mere bonus to the 0.5 that I wanted. But I thought it would be better to break it up into sections or segments. If you know what I mean. Working up steps up to that. And the UK top was on the way there. Originally a mid 0.6. I guess I didn't need that all along. You see, I did that yesterday with a really good alignment and missed both pipes. I'm pretty sure. I just don't know how that works well enough to. But at least I can't do it optimally enough, which is more likely to be the case. I have a friend who's been playing Splatoon 2, but he doesn't have a Pro Controller. Instead, he owns Smash Bros. 1. Huh? I have a friend who's been playing Splatoon 2, but he doesn't have the Pro Controller. Instead, he owns the Smash Bros. 1. What's that mean? The Smash Bros. Pro Controller? Smash Bros. GameCube controller? I'm a little confused at that statement. I'm sorry, Shadow. Ah. I meant he owns the Smash Bros. Pro controller. I have both controllers for Smash Bros. Ultimate, GameCube, and Switch Pro. Right, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Smash Bros. Ultimate one and the Switch Pro are basically the same controller with a different design, isn't it? Ah, shit the bed. Doobie doobie doo. That first turn was pretty good. For me, anyways. Probably slightly worse than someone like Vincent's and Luke's. I know they probably have the best first turns out of anybody I've seen on here. Honest has a pretty good one, actually. I know Tyler's is easier to pass in front of than the others. The SSBU Switch Pro controller has a white shell and has a smash symbol on the right side of the middle part. Okay. I'll read the rest of that in a minute. The other controller has the Smash symbol in the middle, replacing the GameCube logo. Okay. What's interesting is that you can't actually get white Joy-Cons or a white Pro controller from what I've seen. I just thought it was like really weird that wasn't something that they came out with. Sort of like a greyish colour most of the time. But I guess maybe they didn't want to connect it too much to the aspect of the Wii and Wii U. I'm surprised that Nintendo didn't make a white coloured GameCube controller for Smash Ultimate exclusive in Japan. Didn't they do... Wait, was that what they did for Smash 4? Or was that something they did for Smash Ultimate? And they only made it exclusive in Japan. Is that what you mean by that? Also, I've almost got a shadow wall going on there. Still got a couple of Amin messages left. Now that I mentioned it though, someone else is probably going to say something. Break the wall. Oh, that shroom was really shoddy on the entrance, so I really fucked it up on the exit because of it. Did you see how awful that entrance was? Nintendo made official white-coloured GameCube controllers exclusively for Japan. Oh, so is it just not available? White GameCube controllers are not available for the rest of the world, full stop, and you would have to import them. That's bizarre. Ah, fuck. I was really hoping that I'd get that angle there. Other than the dirt clip, the driving was pretty clean. On the entrance in that too. I got a pretty decent triple mini turbo earlier. It was really sloppy, but it kept up with Tyler almost perfectly. Only losing like pixels of time to him. Not that Tyler's triple mini turbo is the best, I have beaten his before. I wanted to buy a white coloured GameCube controller from Japan. I'd have to do it if I wanted to buy. Okay, I'd have to do it from off of eBay, Amazon, or something else. Or where otherwise available. Yeah, there you go. I remember Nick mentioning on his stream saying that he used to buy his controllers really cheap off a site called PlayAsia.com, which doesn't sell them anymore, I don't think. Either that or they're just not really cheap anymore from that site. I remember him talking about if he needed a GameCube controller replacement, that was the best place to go for one. But since the Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate crazes, I guess people have just been consuming them. Almost. You know, what I would like is, I think, just a standard purple one. Because that's the most common or most well recognised type of GameCube controller, isn't it? The purple GameCube. Original purple GameCube controller. If I remember correctly. that one or the silver one. Gold ones exist. I know gold ones exist, but they're like only Japan exclusive too, aren't they? That'd be an interesting thing to get hold of, but I think they're like really expensive. Good enough for Shroomus, isn't it? Pretty shit Shroomus lap, to be fair. I told you some time back that I got that $15 GameCube adapter. Not that I remember, no. Though I still have my other one. Now, I'm not sure if I'd want to use my new adapter after buying a Wave controller first. Interesting. Why is that? Wavebird controller is the one that's wireless, isn't it? Where it has like a connector that goes into the top of the console. There was actually a type of wireless GameCube controller which looked really good, which had unlike the Wavebird, had an adapter which could plug directly into the GameCube port and or connect into a Wii remote. We found one video of it on YouTube. Had better reviews than a Wavebird, but the company that sold them or made them went out of business or something. So it'd be very difficult to find them. I might look up again, see if I can. It would be a cool thing to find out. Fuck, he was too close. Too close for comfort there, Tyler. I chickened out a little bit. I had a really good beginning again. Can you link me that video either on here or on Discord so I can watch it later? If I can find it, yes. I will do so. I'm pretty sure I just randomly found it on YouTube after I searched wireless GameCube controllers just into YouTube. But I would assume since this was around about the time where I was looking at alternative controllers to the Wii remote, the Wiimote and Nunchuck on what's it called on this game. This was around about the time I was looking at alternatives to those, and I came across GameCube controllers, but I wanted to know if they were wireless. So this was around about like 2014, maybe 15, a little bit before Smash 4 came out. So I guess if you were to look up wireless wireless GameCube controllers now, there would be a very different set of results, because more people would have covered them in the likes of Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. I will try and find it. It would be nice to look back at it again and see if I can find it. And hell, if I link it to you and you find where it, somewhere that's selling it again, let me know. You've also just reminded me, while I'm talking about linking things to people, I forgot to link the new music I said I would do to Offie. I said I'd let them listen to my new song I worked on till like 3 AM. disgusting entry to the triple mini turbo. Just a disgusting second turn. And again, alternatively, I could afford one of those Hori controllers instead of a Wavebird one. And I don't mean the Hori ones for Wii U or Switch. What, the Hori GameCube ones? The ones that would... They go directly into that, don't they? Apparently the Hori N64 ones are really good. Like, really good controllers, but they're expensive. From what I've heard as well. And rare. Oh, that is awful. Ugh, that was not very pleasant to witness there. Oh, don't do that Rio Drift shit to me. Not on that turn. Also, I finally successfully have a Shadow Wall. Congratulations, Shadow. You win the trophy for tonight. I don't see why getting those Hori N64 controllers would be an issue. However, they're not a good choice for playing games that support the D-pad. Really? Was the D-pad not that great? Or does it not have a D-pad? That's really interesting, because the D-pad on the N64 controller isn't great at all. So if the Hori pads are much worse, then that's pretty surprising. In comparison to more modern controllers, the N64 is definitely not where it's at with regards to D-pad quality. That is definitely for sure. That was really tough. His name was so in the way. That was so unfair. Whatever. Put up with this game. Put up with this game shit and you'll get rewarded. What I mean is that the Hori N64 controllers are not very good for games like Dr. Mario 64 or Pokemon Puzzle League. I assume those are only like, D-pad exclusive games where it wouldn't require the use of analog stick. Hello, Bradley. You broke the Shadow Wall. How are you doing? And you're not rudely today. And did you have work today? I'm playing MT3 today. You did have work today. What's a sentence that wouldn't quite work with today at the end? I'll be staying at home tomorrow. Today. How are you otherwise? I got a 118.705 like in the first 10 minutes of the stream, but since then I've been pretty much collecting nothing more than lap ones, if any. But it's good. You know, if you can tolerate this track enough to say good. Very close to becoming a best lap, but I kind of just ruined the ending after the shroom. The shroom was a bit naff as well, to be honest. You're good. Good to hear. Good to hear. So do you have any more streams coming up next? Any Mario Kart focused streams, or after the quality of your recent 216 are you going to stay away from that game now? I saw, I think a few days back you were doing Mario 64 again, which is pretty cool. That's going all well. Alright. Oh, that was weird. I have no motivation to play this game at the moment. Fair enough. Understandably, the when Jacob came round and he did that 216, I would understand it would take a lot out of you. You kind of didn't really seem to be motivated. Either of you didn't seem to really be motivated to play the game leading up to it, to be fair. Kind of, it looks like it was something that you just wanted to do when you finally met for ages, but you were inevitably forcing yourself to do it. I guess. I ended up doing, if I end up doing anything with this game within the next couple of weeks, I'll probably just be doing recordings for the team channel. Yeah, there's not been one that you've done for a while. I don't think there was any for the whole month of September. Although, to be fair, I would like to try and bring the game away from Mario Kart Wii, the channel away from Mario Kart Wii. Even though it's its best game by far, I don't want to just focus the whole audience around on that, because you have other people on there who can provide content for other games really easily and really well on that. But yeah, you know, it's honestly probably the easiest game for either of us to play and record. You more specifically, as I'm pretty sure you can sit down and play it and do a stream at the same time. And I would think that streaming, I don't know this for certain, but I feel like streaming it and playing on CT Worldwide while you do it is a good way to keep you interested in what you're doing. If you were just sat there and playing a CT Worldwide without streaming it, it'd be like, what the fuck? Why am I doing this to myself? You know what I mean? Maybe kind of similar to why I'm doing this, but I don't know. By the way, is it okay if I could download your Mii on my Wii U and use it to play Octopus Dance on Nintendo Land? Why would you want to do that? That's a very obscure request. It doesn't make too much sense to me. I mean, even if I said no, there's not actually anything stopping you, but I assume you asked because you're actually going to record a video for it. Ah! Fuck you! That was on 0.1 pace for as long as I got that. Which I had the angle for it and everything, and I tried following Tyler in, but I guess I just drifted slightly too late. Or had the wrong angle. I don't actually know how exactly I lost that. Other than hitting the pipe, of course. But I don't know why. I know I didn't mess up the alignment. So it must have been either the timing of the drift or the angle, like I said. Or both. Or neither, and the track was just being like, fuck you. Which I do feel like it sometimes does. One of those things, you know. I mean, if you want to, Shadow, you can do it, but there's nothing stopping you. You don't really have to ask my permission anyways. I think Paul merely uses us as filler characters, and also to kind of showcase who he looks upon as his inspiration. That's the way that I'd see it. And in a similar sense, I've done the same. I've taken loads of Mario Kart players' Miis from their ghosts and transferred them all onto my Wii U, onto my 3DS, onto my Switch, and in some cases I've used the Mii name glitch on Deluxe, where I've played as certain Mario Kart players' Miis. But the glitch replaces their name with my name. So, you know, it wouldn't make sense of me to say no, and for you to listen, is basically what I'm saying. As there's a way to get the Miis, and I'm guilty of using other people's Miis for my own things. It wouldn't make sense. So, if you want to do it, do it. I guess is what I'm saying. Also, the first half of that was really good. And then I kind of messed it up. Still a quick time though. Fuckity fuckity fuck fuck fuck. The first comment that I read there is, "Ooh, don't drink too much, Bradley." Also, just the last few times I played this game, apart from the meetup with Jacob, I've been drinking, so it's probably best if I stay away for now. Yes, that's probably the case. Probably the best if you stay away from alcohol as well. Go and take any alcohol that you have and lock it away in a safe somewhere. You can even drive around my house without drinking any of it, leave it in my room, and then go back home. Because you know I won't touch it. It'll always be here if you need it. I won't let you have it unless I'm... Unless I think you have earned it. And then I want you to go back home and get the BKT on Peaks and then sub 118 on this track. And then go and get BKT on Baby Park and then record about 63 videos for the team channel. Go to Ningamer's house and do things to his potatoes. Then you can get it back. It's like blackmail. Oh god. But I have ciders in the fridge, but Dad will take them out of the fridge and leave them in the sun for the next day. I mean, I'm not too sure how it would be, but is warm cider appealing to you at all? And if it is, then I don't know what else to do. But, you know, I mean, yeah, sun, it's kind of not... It was pretty sunny today, down here. The weather is currently moon. When the sun is out! Or cloud if you are lucky. I mean, I don't think the weather is currently moon down here. The weather is currently black! I'll take a look and see if the sky's clear or not. Hey! I pressed the plus button, you. The weather is currently one singular star. That's all I looked out the window and that's all I could see. The rest of the sky is just dark and there's one singular point of light. The weather is star! Which I guess technically is what the weather is when the sun is shining. The sun's really far away. Someone moved it to the other side of the room. And now it's like only a point of light in the distance. Bring back the sun! Bradley, why is it whenever you turn up at my streams, I just act like an idiot? I was not acting like this before you arrived. And now I'm suddenly like this. This proves that if we ever meet up in real life, I'll just be like this the whole time. We'll go to Pizza Hut and I'm like, why is this pizza made of pizza? Or something really stupid. And I do it in one of those horrible voices and spit all over everyone. You just reminded me of the time where Eric Cartman from South Park said fuckity fuck yeah. I actually know what you're talking about as well. I used to watch South Park when I was really little. Ugh. Pretty bad, but fuck it, you know? I'm down. Go yeah. We'll just casually walk into Birmingham Pizza Hut and spit on all the pizzas. That's an important question I must know the answer to. Does Birmingham have a Pizza Hut which is in a very reasonable distance from the station? I'd still eat it, of course. Bradley, you would eat it if I put the slice of pizza in my mouth and chewed it up first and then spat it out and put it in a bowl for you. It's near the station. Oh, okay. That's what we're doing then. Because I know the best thing for us to do would be for me to just catch the train into Birmingham. Because there's like the Birmingham train is literally just over the other side of the platform from my train into where I go on Friday. So I would just on one day I'd just hop across to that and then, you know, catch the train all the way up to Birmingham. If you can meet me at the station and then we could just travel over to Pizza Hut. And that's where our pizza dinner date would happen. I'll pay for it. We'll do some other things. If there's anything else that's interesting in Birmingham which doesn't require me having to drink alcohol or smoke or do drugs or anything silly. I mean, if you find someone with an open mic night, I might even perform for you. I'll give you your own private show, but for other people as well. Although, taking guitar is a fucking hassle on the train. In the building! Oh! So we could probably just stay in the building. That's funny. I mean, I don't watch South Park, but I remember that moment when Eric, Kyle, Kenny, and I think Butters got in trouble by Mr. Garrison. I mean, I don't actually remember any specifics, but I do remember moments from it. It's probably a 10-15 minute walk, probably not even that long. That's doable then. I'd be able to eat pizza and then pretty much cartwheel around Birmingham for the rest of it. Although I imagine the streets in Birmingham aren't that clean. Probably get needles and bits of glass stuck in my hands and feet. Even if I'm still wearing shoes. You need special shoes and thick skin to walk the streets of Birmingham. Isn't that right, Bradley? Another very important question that I must ask, because it is indeed important as I have stated. What did you and Jacob do for the rest of your time together? Because the next day, one of the first things that I saw when I logged back onto Twitch, as it was the following Friday where I had work and then studio time, Jacob was back in his apartment with Jordan. So you don't even have to walk outdoors to get Pizza Hut. Literally, so I could visit you in Birmingham Station for the whole day. What else does it have? Is there anything else there? You know, like a softball play area pit in Birmingham Station. We'll just go... two 20-year-old blokes playing in a pit of plastic balls. There'll be like kids there and just be fucking... Oh, the thought of that is just so stupid, but it sounds like fun. Load of other restaurants. Oh man, we can go on an eating spree then. And hello, Scene. I did not see you there for some reason. Oh my god. Birmingham Station has everything. It has a fucking Nando's, loads of shops and other restaurants, a soft play area, a ball pit, trampoline park, a swimming pool. It's got everything. A hospital. All of these, a Brexit themed theme park. What else is there? Pin the penis on the politician's forehead. Ah, yes. I would love to play that game if it exists. Ah. Give me 5 to go on Boris. Thank you very much. Actually, on second thought, if I don't do Nintendo Land, I could record your me with Wii Sports Club. Problem is, I need a Wii Remote Plus or a Wii Motion Plus. Okay. The ball pit just like Dashcon. I hope someone pissed in the ball pit to replicate the Dashcon ball pit perfectly. Nice. We basically played 9-hole golf of Wii Sports and Jacob got really tired, so he went back home. He went home the same day? I thought he was going to stay at yours for the night. Ah. But I made sure he texted me that he got back. He got home alright. About half an hour drive away. Interesting. I mean, that's what I made sure that Jordan and Jacob did for when they came to see me, because of course they lived a shit ton further away from me than they do from you. Like, there's practically nothing nothing but probably money stopping you and them from seeing each other on like every weekend. And time. Okay, time's another thing. Another aspect I didn't see, but like, you know, you could honestly, if work wasn't so much of a hold on you, you could literally just spend evenings together in person. Quite frankly, if they move into a big enough place, you could move in with them, Bradley. Who knows? These aren't actually things I'm expecting you to do. Doesn't time basically equal money? No. I wouldn't see how that would work. Because in no way is my time at this very moment equaling money in any fashion. It's equaling pipe clips and shit talking stuff. Surprising though. As long as you enjoyed your time with Jacob, I guess that's pretty decent. Doesn't sound like you spent as much time with him as I did though. Although actually, I guess if you do it relative to hours, I think he arrived sometime just after 12 from me where I was, and he stayed for dinner at my house to see rabbits and things. So they left at around about 7. So that was a good half of a day. How much is that? About 6 hours? Roughly? And then, the next day, they arrived at my house at like 11 and then left at 3. So trying to do maths while playing this, it's pretty tricky. 4. So around 10 hours, I think. He stayed for about 11 hours. Okay. So I technically spent roughly the same amount, give or take an hour. Something like that. We're probably going to meet up again on my next week off to celebrate my birthday. You were saying about that. As long as I really am trying to speak to the guy that organises a local open mic night, because I wanted to perform there. But he's one of those people who are like, hey mate, can you see me sometime soon so we can talk? And you'd be like, oh sure, no problem. And then you just get silence, nothing. And you're like, oh hey mate, you know, where you at? Haven't seen you. And you're like, oh yeah, sorry, been busy, gonna see you soon though mate. Oh cheers mate. And then you wait again, nothing. It's one of those scenarios, you know? Oi mate, this is taking the piss now, where the fuck are you? Not like I'm actually trying to meet them places to see them, but you know, you're kind of saying, hey, I wanna talk about what goes on in your venue and see if it's a possibility for me and my band to play there. And they're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll talk to you about that when I have free time, and then they just don't have free time. next... okay. That was a very delayed reaction from the remote. I think the next open mic night, which I'll be able to rehearse for and prepare and rehearse for, will probably be within the week of your birthday, Bradley. So, you know, unless you can get Jordan and Jacob to bring you down here. Otherwise, I probably, for as long as I can get any practice in on the trains at all, that go other places other than Reading, I'm going to try and, even though there's no guarantee that I will be able to come up for your birthday myself, I would like to practice for it, if that makes any sense. Because other than really bad timing for me, with other stuff going on, which I know you're aware of, I haven't done nearly as much practice with the trains that I wanted to still. But that is also a half of because people are just not eager, or well, not able to do the trains with me. And I know for a fact that I'm not as ready as I thought I would be, because I almost broke down in panic when I was catching the train down to Winchester to visit my cousin in uni. Thankfully though, my cousin changed. What my cousin was supposed to do was come up and meet me and then catch the train back down to Winchester, but he caught the wrong train from the place that he was supposed to he caught the wrong train, which took him away from the place he was supposed to meet me at. So I had to do a train trip. Start the train trip down by myself. Fortunately though, he managed to get onto the train that I was on later on, and so I was able to see. I was able to travel the rest of the way down with him, but it was a bit tough. I remember for the whole thing, I was frantically texting my cousin, my dad, and Jordan. It's like, I don't know what to do in this situation. I wasn't expecting this to happen. Ugh. And I don't want that to be the case going all the way up to Birmingham. It's like 4 hours away by train. Or something silly. Yeah, Bradley's no longer going to be the shit age. 19's terrible. 20's pretty decent. It's been a decent year of my life, actually. Another year close to death. I mean, technically every second is a second closer to death. If you look at it like that, then why not just look at it shorter and just be like, well, what is the point anymore, you know? I might as well just jump out this window and cut myself some slack. If you're eager to count down the years, then just make it happen already. Oh, that's a horrible thing to say. But it's true. If I did try We Party You, I don't know if it's possible to play online because I have 2 Dutch friends who record the same game sometimes. We Party You cannot be played online. Thanks for making a joke into a nihilistic truth. You're welcome. That's what I do. Just to make things seem really bad and depressing. Oh. There you go. But yeah, there we go. Of course, there's a couple of, they're literally a month later, after Bradley's birthday, is mine. Do you want to do anything special for that, Bradley? Would you have learnt to drive by then? Because if you have, I will officially invite you to. I don't usually do birthday parties or celebrations or anything anymore. But if you learn to drive and are able to drive all the way down to see me, I will purposefully set up my own party or birthday gathering. And you will be there as my guest of honor. It'll be like a wedding. You'll be the best man, but it'll be my birthday. And you'll be the best man. It'll be your birthday too. I've got like 3 minutes left to live. So I guess we've got to make the most of this while it lasts then. I wasn't paying attention to the time. This has been good. Really nice session. I haven't been getting money runs finished, but I've been getting good laps, good paces otherwise. Because the birthday kid should be driving down to you. I'm the birthday kid. On my birthday. Scene. So... yeah. The more you know, cheers. Take a big swig of Harpic. Yeah. I'll be working on your birthday, unfortunately, and I have no more holidays. I can book off before April. Fuck! Well, quit your job then. God's sake, Bradley, letting me down like this. I could check online to see how much those Wii Remote Pluses and Wii Motion Pluses are worth. It's the reason I never play Wii Sports Club since I first owned my Wii U. They're not that much, Shadow. They cost less than Wii Remotes do, second-hand. Regular Wii Remotes do. In fact, I think they're actually more common now. This is my last attempt, by the way. So if I do PB, you're probably not going to see the end of the PB. It's probably not going to PB anyways, that hairpin was atrocious. And then almost bought it back there. Still a low 3, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. Right. That's it from me. Thank you everyone for coming down today. It was an interesting session. I got that, which is SIONPB BKT by Bradley. Bradley, if there's someone worth hosting or raiding, do it for me, please. I probably can't do it myself. So, hello. Oh, you found it.